All right. What is going on, all you hollow table heroes? This is your boy Itachi, and we got my good friend, my buddy, my pal, Evo on. What's going on, brother? So tonight we've got our Imperial Military Podcast Show. That was not too much said there by Evo.
Oh, did you not hear me?
I just heard
Oh, it just didn't come through. I said, "What's up?"
oh.
I was wondering why you were silent there for a minute. I was like, "Okay, all right, sounds good."
Yeah. So today we got our Imperial Military Podcast Show that we do every single Tuesday. Obviously today is not May the 4th, but it's still a very special day. It's May the 5th, and it happens to be Evo's birthday. Happy birthday, brother.
Thanks. I thought this was the Disney Sorcerer's Arena stream.
What?
So that's why I got the Disney up here.
Oh, no one can see.
No?
Oh, yeah, you can see that down at the bottom. No,
Not the
wrong.
Sorcerer's Arena?
No,
Oh,
not Sorcerer's Arena.
gotcha.
What's going on, AR movie trailers? Darth Asta. Zach, how's it going, man? How's it going? So
I gotta share this real quick.
Go for it.
We have a tent that kind of sits behind me, and I don't know. So I have two cats. One cat that is a very scaredy cat was, I guess, asleep in the tent. The other cat decided to walk up to the tent and lick it because apparently tents are delicious. And the licking sound scared the crap out of the other cat, and he was like bouncing around in there trying to get out of the tent. Absolutely hilarious.
What's going on, Bloomin' Skywalker? That's
Thanks for the
funny.
wishes, guys.
That's funny. So we got a pretty good lineup today. We're gonna talk about what SWGOH did for May the 4th be with you yesterday, what they're doing for looks like for the rest of this month for the most part, with hard nodes and stuff like that. We're talking about a little bit about sandbox mode. There's a lot of games doing this, and in a way, mostly in live PvP, but we're still gonna talk about sandbox mode. And I know we just talked about Mando last week, but man, I've been watching some of the coverage on him, and I just got to touch back on him. And I believe Evo finally got him unlocked. I don't know if he's had a chance to use him, but he does have him unlocked now.
No, I mean, I finally completed the event on all three accounts. I haven't activated him at all.
No activation yet.
Nope. He's just chilling.
So we're talking a little bit about that, and then we'll talk about hard nodes as well. And then we'll get into our accounts. So first things first, let's talk about May 4th, what CG did for May 4th, really. So the 2 times rewards for the 24-hour period was absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Outside the fact that we couldn't get Cantina 2 times rewards. I don't know what was up with that. Maybe they're like, hey, we don't want people going crazy on relics or whatnot. I don't know, but I was missing not having Cantina 2 times rewards for sure. Like, I definitely wanted that, and we just didn't get it. We got some, wonky I would say wonky, but we got a pack as well that can unlock a 7-star character, random 7-star character. I would not suggest purchasing that, just because the odds of you getting something that you actually want are very, very low. So I'd stay away from that. I think it's, what was it, like 5,000 crystals or something like that?
5,000 crystals for 330 shards.
5,000 crystals, 330 shards. But the Star Wars Day Celebration inbox stuff was pretty cool. You got that Princess Leia Episode 4 portrait. You got a title called Princess. I know Evo's going to be enjoying that one. Oh, he's got it pulled up. You got it pulled up. There you go. 50 of the MK1. So essentially a whole bunch of slicing materials. You got 5,000 credits, 5,000 shipbuilding materials. And then you got some of the signal datas for Gear 13 relics, for relic stuff as well. Materials for that. Yeah.
I'll give you 3 of them, but these 2.
And then we got some character shards. ARC Trooper Shakti, Han Solo, Darth Treya, General Canopstus, and 5 Zeta materials, along with the long-standing joke for the community with Clone Wars Chewbacca shards. So I think those are pretty decent. Darth Ass, I haven't activated any of them. Do you think Mando worth the investment? Do you think you will get good use of Mando? I'll
There's
talk
a
about
Mando
that.
section. Let's wait for that.
Yeah, I'll talk about that here in a minute. We'll talk about the Mando stuff. The 2 times rewards was nice. They decided like midway through the day to do freaking 8 hard nodes, which we're gonna talk about a little bit later. I know Evo was a little upset about that.
Yeah, I was salty about that. It's not a midday thing to do. I'd already done my refreshes.
It wasn't even midday. It was at like 6 p.m., 5 p.m. or something like that, 5:30 p.m. It wasn't even really truly midday. So they let you go through most of your day, do your farms, and then like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this as well.
And the reason why I'm salty, just to be clear, that so I did 2 refreshes on one of the nodes that I need. So did 5, and then did 5 again. This comes through, I get 3 extra, but I missed out on 6 extra because they released it later in the day. So, sure, thanks.
Oh man, they had a couple other packs in here with Omegas and core gear, some gear bundles, relic materials,
You
small,
haven't gone
medium,
over the
large.
biggest news yet. Additional Bronzium packs.
Yeah, you got additional Bronzium packs from 5 to 10. Okay.
That's right up there with Chewbacca shards, man.
That's the biggest part of May the 4th was the 5 to 10 for Bronzium packs right there. That was the icing on the cake. Dark Ass, I had already spent all my crystals before they decided to do it. But at least it will last most of the month. Yeah, I like that they're going to be doing this for the rest of the month up to the 28th. However, I don't know why they just don't do this permanently, to be completely honest with you. They've done this before in the past while Evo and I were playing, and
yeah, and it lasted so long that I forgot that it was 5.
yeah, it was like 6 months, and then like we went into the new year and then went back to 5, and we're like trying to farm stuff, and we're like, what is going on? We were farming for Jedi Knight Revan at the time.
Yeah.
Sad part is I would rather have the extra Bronzium packs.
Yeah, I would rather have them too. I hate the 10-minute or 20-minute cooldown timer on them, and I wish you could buy them in bulk instead of having to sit there and click them. But I mean, they're good for the the materials that you need for Gear 13. So
yeah, Air Movie trailers pretty much the 8 as opposed to the 5 for your hard nodes are going to last until the end of the month. You've got another day for mod challenges and mod battles, which is really, really nice. My suggestion there is use it on the mod challenges, not on the battles, so not on slicing material itself, but increasing your mod inventory. So try to do that as much as possible. All right.
So basically do the exact opposite of what I've been doing my entire life.
Moving on, let's get into sandbox mode, man. And this is something that I actually really want to come to the game. Either sandbox mode or a live PvP mode. There's other games out there right now, one of which we're playing, Disney Sorcerer's Arena. You have Marvel Strike Force, who's coming out with theirs within this next week. And I really like Marvel Strike Forces, actually, of what they were talking about and how they're doing it. It looked really cool. Where if anyone's seen the video over the weekend, I know I did, but you're being able to do like a draft per se in the live PvP. You get to get 2 bans and 1 unban, so it's really cool as far as that's concerned, with building some strategy around your team and things of that nature. But I think just if they could start off with just an actual sandbox mode. Marvel Strike. What's up, hashtagger? Marvel Strike Forces looks amazing. Darth Asta live PvP for Marvel. Yep, came out today. Oh, it came out today. Okay, I actually don't play the game, so I don't know. It won't, because CG think it will not give them money. Yeah, I mean, depending on how they do it, I think the live PvP is more so of a way that they need to do it outside of the sandbox mode. Because then that kind of gives you an incentive depending on how they do it. So if they give you the ability to do kind of like Disney Sorcerer's Arena, where it matches up with a random opponent, and you get minimum rewards, but you can continue to play. And then also kind of mix in what Marvel Strike Force is doing, where I can go in and say, hey, Evo, let's go battle. Let's go take our main accounts. They're very close. Let's go take our free-to-play accounts. Obviously, we started them at the same time, pretty much right on par with each other, and kind of do some battles to just do some testing, to do some theory crafting and things like that. Trying to theory craft during Grand Arena sucks, because that's like that's your rewards there. So if they had another way of doing it, it'd be much better. It still kind of insensitizes people, because at that point you have, okay, you can do 10 battles. Up to 10 battles are going to give you X amount of rewards. It's going to put you in a certain division or whatever. You're going to get a payout for that division, but you can't go past 10 battles a day. DSP, what's going on? Mando makes the galactic bounties very we're not there yet, man.
Wow, see, apparently you were right to put Mando in here, because everybody's talking about it. They can't wait for you to get to that stage.
We're not there yet. No. But anyways, if you make it competitive, right? Give everyone 5. I like the way DSA does it. It's 5 battles. You can only do I guess it's not 5 battles. It's like it gives you like 3 tokens or something like that for every win. You get none for every loss, and then you get put into a bracket essentially based off of how you're doing, and then you get payout rewards from that. I think that's awesome way to do it. Just giving some good info. But like, I do like the fact that Marvel Strike Force is allowing you to go play up against friends. I think that's something that DSA misses out on, because that allows you to, again, theory craft and work on teams and like, hey, Evo, I want to play, let's go do live PvP. Can you use your Jedi Knight Revan team? I want to see how bounty hunters do against it, right? And it allows for people like me, content creators, and Evo's right here along with me now, to be able to do some more videos, so do some different videos, to be able to talk about, hey, if you go take this is a known counter to Geos now, but go take Jawas. Whoever took the time to theory craft that, they had to test it out on a GA, or their arena shard had to let them, hey, someone on the arena shard, can you put Geos up so I can test out Jawas? And I'd much rather just be like, hey Evo, put your geos up. Let's see how this works. To be honest with you, to where it's not costing him anything. And I think that's the big thing, you know, Sandbox not really costing the player that much. You give them, like I said, 5-10 battles, whatever it is, to get up to on a daily basis, and gives you a certain amount of payout. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Maybe help with the older gear grind stuff. That would be an idea. Just saying, CG. You can put in freaking Carbantes and stun guns and stun cuffs in there. Maybe that's a way to do it. So you don't have to give actual crystals or anything like that, but maybe just some gear, you know, some small gear payouts that'll help, you know, bump along some of your gear grinds. That's how I feel about it. Let me know what you guys think, as you guys are already doing a little bit here in the live chat. Down in the comments below, if you're watching this afterwards. We're gonna move on to the actually, Evo, what do you think of that?
About what?
Sandbox mode.
So I think it is ridiculous that they don't already have something in the game where you can play your friends. I think that's something that would be very easy to have set up, to where you could just, you know, battle anyone on your friends list. It's kind of send an invite type of thing. And as far as just kind of opening things up, like I don't see why they can't or won't do it. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, I mean, I don't really feel like too much is missing from the game in that sense. But I do just find it odd that there's not something already there.
Yeah. All right, let's head over to Mando. My man Mando is tearing it up right now. Been watching some videos of him disintegrating Darth Revan teams with the bounty hunters. As DSP said, I actually took my 5-star Mando on my pay-to-play account, the Hyperdrive Bundle account, in on this Galactic Bounties, and man, it was fun. I think my Mando on that one is gear 9, gear 10, but him with Grief Karga, who will also have at 5 stars gear. I think I have Grief at gear 11 though. And I took in my Bosk, who I just got to 7 stars yesterday thanks to the double drops. My Jango Fett, same thing, just got over to 7 stars with my double drops. And Boba Fett that I had at 7 stars. None of them are crazily geared. I guess Jango, or no, not even Jango Fett. Jango Fett's at like gear 10. Boba Fett's at like gear 9. And then Bosk is at gear 11. So Bosk and Grief are at gear 11. Mando's at gear 10. And dude, it was so easy to go through and actually do the Galactic Bounties special event with Mando. Mando is making a huge splash, I will say, into this game right now, along with Grief Karga. I do have him 7 stars on my main account. I did whale on my main account on Grief and Mando, 7 stars both, and then 5 stars on the Hyperdrive Bundle account. I whaled out on that. Not activated on the IMPS account because it's the free-to-play account. But as soon as this guy becomes free-to-play farmable, I am going after him hard. Him and Grief Karga are doing big things for the bounty hunters. Obviously, the only thing is like territory battles, Geonosis territory battles. Darkside can't actually use those two for Darkside because they're light side characters, which actually makes sense. I mean, they're. I feel like Grief could have been a neutral tag. I feel like there was some maybe even Mando. I don't know. Like, I feel like you could have put neutral on their tag, not light side.
Where for the free-to-play account, since we're going to be getting to those here in a second, where are your bounty hunters at overall on that account? Are they decent?
Let me see.
Or are mine better? Do you know?
I think yours were a little better.
Pull mine up real quick.
Gear 11 Bosk. Yeah, I mean, my Boba Fett's gear 9, Jango's gear 8, and then everyone else is gear 9.
So I got 11, 9, 9.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, Boba Fett is higher, and your Jango.
I'm wondering if one or both of us should, work on the Mandalorian. Not obviously we're not going to put any money into him, but get him activated and see how he does at the base stars. The
at 3 stars.
Level.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
So, all right, sorry.
But like I said, I do believe Mando is going to be leading up to something much larger in the game, i.e. a legendary event. We are due for a new legendary event. The last one was last year around this time with Padme, if you guys remember, which came on with Geonosis Brood Alpha, and then followed by the reworks of the Geos. Bounty Hunters have already gotten a rework. I don't think they need another rework. But I think we are headed into some type of legendary event coming very, very soon. All right, hard nodes. So glad the 8 times hard nodes are back. I feel like at this point they just need to make this a permanent thing in the game. Like, we're going to continue to do 5. I know at one time it was 3 when the game first started. I can't even imagine trying to farm something right now with only 3 tries on hard nodes. There's too much to farm.
Gonna make me sick over here. 3? Get out of here.
Yeah, it was 3, man. When they first started the game, dude. Oh my gosh.
You know what? That's what it's like on DSA. Now that I think about it, you gotta have the bonus thing to have 4.
Yeah, that's true. DSA is like that. However, I think the drop rate on DSA is much better than what what Star Wars has ever been.
Yeah, and as of right now, there are far fewer characters, so
yeah. So I am glad that 8 is back. It definitely helps with the grind of farming hard nodes for sure. In my opinion. Which ships start? What are you guys talking about here?
Gray Galactic Republic Fleet.
Yeah.
BRB.
Boss can either Rex, Consular, Boss Anakin, and either Ahsoka or 5s. I prefer Ahsoka. Plo and what ship should be reinforcements? I think this really depends on what capital ship you're doing. So I'm assuming AR movie trailers you're using Mace Windu, not the Negotiator yet. You're using Endurance, but I think one of the ships you're going to want to get is the pilotless Galactic Republic ship that's a tank, because you're really going to want to start with that, I believe, along with, I think, Anakin, and I think it was Houndstooth was what the build was there. And then you got Ahsoka, Plo, 5s, and I think Rex that come off the bench there for reinforcements. So
very important question: does tequila rose strawberry cream mix with Coke? No?
I don't know the answer to that.
You might have to ask your wife over there, since she's the one that gave it to me.
I'm pretty. She just drinks it straight.
Yeah, I figured.
Tequila Rose is a little different. I think you just drink it straight. But yeah, I am very happy that hard nodes are back to 8. It is going to kind of cut down some of this grind for this month. So it needs to be a permanent thing. What do you think, Evo?
Absolutely. Like when they dropped it back down to 5, I was devastated. Like, I couldn't believe it. it was just at 8 for so long. It's almost like they forgot about it. And then we're just one day like, oh, that's right, these are supposed to be 5, and then flip the switch. So yeah, no, I definitely believe 8. There are so many characters in this game. All the newest characters are being added to hard nodes. Just give us more hard node attempts. Like,
yeah, and they're doubling up now on characters on hard nodes. Like all the resistance heroes, both resistance hero Finn and Poe are on hard nodes. Doubled with somebody else. You got Hux and Sith Trooper both did the same thing. And you had like some of them were fine because like Droideka went onto a hard node with Xandu Blood, so that's a ship and a character. Same thing with Jango Fett, went to a node with Houndstooth. So like some of that stuff is fine, but it looks like they're starting to double up on characters, and that gets a little annoying because I think it's like one of them has like a trooper on there, and the other one has like I know the ones I'm currently farming. So I think there's a trooper on one, and then like one of the Hoth twins on the other, and I'm just like, because those are my drops some days.
Yeah.
This is pretty annoying. All right, so let's get into what everyone is here for, and that is going to be our accounts. So this is going to be my account first, then we'll go into Evo's like we normally do. We'll talk about the account, where I'm currently at, how I'm doing in arenas, what I'm currently farming, and things like that. Start that to send a screenshot on Discord of ships you need. There you go. So arena, I actually got payout under 100 today, which was awesome. Still using Padme, my Padme team. Looks like I've dropped down to 105 now, so 10 spots, which isn't too bad. This team is redonkulous now that I've got relics on them started and going. It's just been fan-freaking-tastic, to be completely honest with you. I'm about to take General Canopters to Relic 5 as well. We'll talk about that here in a little bit, but it's been doing great. Fleets, I finally got to a point now, I'm still staying top 50, but fleets, man, Geos just aren't doing it anymore. I hate to say that, but they're not doing it anymore. Like, at this stage in the game, we've been playing for over a year. I really should have MILF by now, but I didn't focus in on MILF. I was focused in on doing my Galactic Republic tunes and doing Geos, and then kind of like stopped my focus on fleets and got back heavily into characters, and I kind of got to start to balance that back out again.
Ooh, eight times hard nodes. It's a good time to be farming those ships.
It is. That we'll talk about that here in a moment. Grand Arena, I unfortunately could not make it to Kyber. We were so close. 25,040. I needed 25,500. Couldn't quite get there, unfortunately. So let's get into my characters. We'll go top to bottom, starting with our 501st. We're going to skip Ahsoka. So not much work has been done since the last time, guys. Echo, Rex, fives and Echo already at 7 stars. Rex is on that 7-star march. Haven't put any more gear on them or any real work into them here lately. Moving over to Bounty Hunters. Bosk is at 76 out of 100 star, or 76 out of 100 shards to 7 stars. So I should be getting him 7 stars this month for sure, especially with these 8 times hard nodes here, over here in 9B hard dark side. But he's one of my farms right now on hard nodes, and then I need to really work on gearing these guys up, to be honest with you. For Chewbacca, obviously Grief Karga, the Mandalorian, we'll start farming these guys when they become free to play farmable. I'm personally probably not going to activate them right now just because of where I'm at with GP. We're kind of starting to creep up on that 2 million mark, and 3-star Mandalorian Grief Karga I don't think are going to make that much a difference for me over in Grand Arena. Empire, haven't really done anything here since last time. I did put a Zeta on Darth Vader, I think on his leadership, yep. Because this allows you to continuously inflict damage over time, even though he's not in the leadership slot when it falls off. So that's not acceptable, DSP. Man, I didn't want to pull my focus on this account. E walk-ins. This is a big focus for me right now. Working on getting Chirpa to gear 9. I'm gonna need him at least gear 10 to finish off C3PO. We got Wicket on that 7-star march, 71 out of 100. This month should help out with finishing off some of these farms, to be completely honest with you guys. Low Gray is still the freaking dark horse of the family. He's hiding. Actually, I saw him once today. It was early this morning before work. I was able to grab some 5 shards of him, but oh my gosh, I'm just so ready to be over. I'm so over Low Gray right now. I'm ready for him to be done. But we're gonna give these guys a 7 stars so I can get my 7-star C3PO. And their gear's looking pretty good for the most part. Low Gray, Popolo, and Chirpa definitely need some work. Wicket's at gear 10, Elders at gear 11, so not too much to do there with those guys. Just doing some slicing on their mods and whatnot to be prepared for that event. The First Order, nothing going on here, guys. Nothing at all. These guys are still just chilling here in the First Order. G-Rep Galactic Republic, here we go. Pride and joy of the account are going to be these guys right here. So you can see we got Relic 5 Padme Amidala finally. Relic 5 Ahsoka Tano. I was able to do that thanks to yesterday May the 4th stuff, which is very nice. Relic 5 Anakin, Jedi Knight Anakin, and Canopsters here is really close to Relic 5 actually. Just need 20 of these guys, which right now I can't give up that gear at the moment. So he'll be at Relic 5 shortly. C3PO, I've got chilling at gear 11. He can't go to gear 12 until he's 7 stars. So C3PO going to be looking to start integrating him into this Galactic Republic team. Right now we got Barriss Offee in there, and she's 3 gear pieces away from relicking. And like I said, I may take her up to Relic 3, and that's about it, and stop there. How was C3PO event? I mean, it's fairly easy actually. The thing with Ewoks is their turn meter. So the more buffs you put on them, the more turn meter they do. I was able to get this 6-star C3PO with the Ewoks that I have. I took Ewok Elder to gear 11. We got Wicked to gear 10. Popolo's at gear 9. Chirpa and Low Gray were exactly where they're at right now. So I was able to unlock 6-star with just this team like this. Zeta on Chief Chirpa, and that's really all you need. Yep, Darth Asta said it. Gear 10, gear 11. I think on my main account I did it with all gear 10s. Zeta on Chirpa, and that's it. All right, moving on. Geos. Man, I gotta finish these guys. I've said this like quite a few streams now, but I actually really need to finish these guys. Especially Brood Alpha. Poggle can sit at gear 12 and probably not really worry about him after that, but I just need to finish these guys. I've been slacking on that. I was trying to relic Ahsoka. I was trying to run those relics on Ahsoka and Anakin, which kind of pulled my focus off finishing off Geos. I need to actually finish those guys off. Jedi, not much movement here. I did get Julie Bindo to gear 12, so that's new. He was not at gear 12 last stream, but outside of that, haven't touched any of these other Jedi at the moment. Night Sisters, nothing really going on here. Still sitting where they were last time. Old Republic, same. Outside of Carthanasi is now finally ready to go to 7 stars. So I am done with farming him over in fleets, actually, which is nice. Rebels, not a lot of movement here on Rebels. There's so many Rebels. I know we've talked about this a couple times. There's just so many Rebels to work on, and more than half of them are needed for ships. That's too many. Like, when you think about it, most of the Rebels are needed for ships, which is crazy. All of the Phoenix Squad, all 6 of the Phoenix Squad, Admiral Akbar, Biston, Wedge, Biggs, Scarab Rebel Pathfinder, K2SO, Cassian Andor, Jyn Erso. It's all ships. My top half here is all ships. Han and Chewie.
Well,
almost, except for C-3PO.
Their storyline does take place in space.
Yeah.
Ships.
Moving on. Viva la Resistance. Not much going on here. I do have Poe Dameron done at 7 stars. Not activated right now. Resistance Pilot, I have enough shards for 7 stars as well. Haven't taken him up. Obviously, he gets unlocked at the beginning of the game. R2D2 is at 7 stars, and I still have not worked on him. And I really need to work on that team for CLS. Separatist. I'm about ready to unlock GG here. I'm about ready to let him loose and let him get going. All these guys are 5 stars except for Magna Guard, who should be at right around 4 stars or so. So that might be something that I finish working on this week, actually, and getting some gear on them. Maybe it's about gear 10 or so. Oh my gosh. I'll believe that when I see it. I don't believe that Evo is starting another account.
Nope.
But my Separatist droids are definitely...
I did start another account. Disney Sorcerer's Arena.
There you go. Are one of my actual farms. Droidica, I'm farming over in a hard node right now, along with Xandu Blood, which is perfect because it gives me a ship and a character. B1 Battle Droid is over in fleets for me, which I haven't finished for the day. I think I've got like 2 or 3 more left on that to do for today. But B1 Battle Droids is a ship node for me as well. And then B2, I've just been kind of acquiring here and there. General Grievous, I look for over in ships. It's the only place to really find him outside the shard store. And the exchange for shard store currency to General Grievous shards are not worth it. But he's coming along. He's at 272 shards, so we're getting pretty close to 7 stars there for him as well. Sith Treya is officially at 334 shards. She is ready for 7 stars. I don't have a team for her. Oh man, I feel so bad. My main account, like, the only reason I had a team on my main account and the side chick account is because we were in a guild that was not doing heroic Sith raid, and I did not realize how fast that unlocks. That's crazy. It's about a year. 7 stars in about a year. Yeah. Granted, when we first got into the guild, we weren't able to participate in it, so I'd say less than a year. So yeah, I got Nihilus is ready to be activated, so that's a good thing. But I still need to farm Darth Sion, so got some room to grow there. Sith Empire, not really doing anything here. HK is at 7 stars. That's really it. All right, let's move over to ships. Light side, dark side. So I'm still grabbing some of the Umbaran Starfighter and Rex's Arc 170. Ahsoka Tano's ship is maybe maxed out. Let's do her basic here. Almost done. So it is at 7 stars though, along with Ghost, Biston G-Wing, Phantom 2, Wedge, Antilles X-Wing, Big Dark Lighters X-Wing, Cassian G-Wing. I've been getting Clone Sergeant Arc Wing as well. I mean Arc 170. This is probably pretty close to 7 stars now at this point. So kind of gearing up, like I said, for G-Rep Galactic Republic. Endurance needs to go to 7 stars. Home 1, I finally got to 7 stars, so that was nice. Plo Koon's ship is ready for 7 stars. Anakin's ship is actually, I believe I started farming this. Yeah, one of my farms for hard nodes for fleets. So that's what I'm farming over in fleets, along with B1 Battle Droid. Gotta get that.
I don't know if you had a chance to answer yet, but did you see AR movie trailers asking earlier about when you think you'll have gas and like just an overall time frame for getting gas?
Oh no, I missed that. So it really depends on Anakin's drops. I mean usually it's about 3 months for most of your hard node farms. So it's going to take you about 3 months to get a 7 star Anakin ETA 2 starfighter, maybe 3.5 months. Droids are coming up to being pretty close to being done. I've been farming them for a little over 2 months now. So
I feel like it's longer than that for Anakin's ship. Like I feel like I've been farming it on my boosted account for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm almost done 6 star.
My boosted I have at 7 star.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Any refreshes on the node?
No.
Wow.
No. Yeah, I finished that like last week. I finished my 7 stars, so started in December. It was about 4 months. For Anakin, so we'll say 4 months for Anakin ship. Umbaran's going to be done here soon. I think I need Rex's Arc 170. Endurance is going to be done here soon. I just got to work on Mace Windu in the background. I got to work on Plo Koon on the background. So I got some things to work on in the background for these ships. So I'd say 5 to 6 months. Probably. I already have a Saj at 7 stars, so I just need to put gear on her and work on her abilities and mods. So maybe 6 months to get gas. This would be the first account that I go after gas, probably. I don't know. My actual main account may end up beating this one. Just because I'm much closer. Droids are pretty much done on my main account. And I'm just working on gear on those guys. So we'll see. Dark side. I haven't been grabbing Hyena Bomber or Vulture Droid as I've been working on Xanadu Blood and IG 2000. So Xanadu Blood's on its way to 6 stars. Slave 1, I gotta get to 5 stars. Been working on that as well. Here and there, not as aggressively as IG 2000 and Xanadu Blood. So, but I need those ships so I can get MILF. Definitely need MILF for this. As you guys know, Geos have been done for some time now. TIE Advance hit 5 stars. I haven't worked on this ship at all. TIE Silencer is still sitting where it has been because I haven't been working on crew. Imperial TIE Fighter still at 7 stars. That hasn't really changed. First Order TIE Fighter I've been grabbing here and there. Chimera's at 6 stars. I haven't actually gone in to try to attempt to do the 7 stars here lately. I feel like I need to do some more gearing with Akbar himself and some of the underlying characters for those ships to get this at 7 stars. Executrix, next time this comes around, Executrix will be at 7 stars. Malevolent, 85 out of 145. So definitely need the Malevolent for Grand Arena, and then I need Rebels for Grand Arena defense. Malevolence for Grand Arena offense for sure is going to be a huge thing for sure. All right, moving over to shipments. Obviously grab these all day every day during as many refreshes as I get to do, because my phone don't really work at work. Moved on to Qui-Gon Jinn over here since I finished Poe. Blooming Gas event is due and shows about every 3 months until event hits Journey Guide. Yeah, it should be hitting the Journey Guide this fall, I believe, right? Is when Gas came out last fall.
Sounds about right.
Guild Store. I have a lot of Guild Store currency because Low Gray hates me. But because I have so much currency, I've been grabbing B2 Super Battle Droid just for that reason. And then I'll grab some gear out of here, but I try to keep it up pretty high just in case I have a day that he pops quite a bit. So for the time being, Darth Astus should be ready in 3 months. Fantastic, man. Squad Arena Store, I'm grabbing Mace Windu. He should be close to 7 stars now. Good old Mace Windu. And we'll be transitioning here pretty soon into using this for shard shop currency and prestige for ships. Galactic War Store, this is all shard shop currency, so I just grab my max characters here, convert that into shards. Mod Store, it's a great place to get mods. Just kind of like I said, you gotta look at those stats, see what you get. So this has got speed in it, I'm gonna grab that. This also has speed in it. I do look for speed on a lot of these, just because of how important it is. Finding a lot on my main account right now for my arena team, where I have Relic 5 Darth Revan teams beating my Relic 7 Darth Revan team, and it all has to do with speed. This actually isn't a bad mod. This is a crit damage arrow with on a crit chance set. It has offense percent in it. This is something that you'd use for like bounty hunters. I'm actually grab that. Not Brody. Oh my gosh, I'm missing out. That's a good one. Fleet Arena Store, I have started picking up Resistance X-Wing here and there. There's Clone Sergeant's Arc 170. Plo Koon's is done. And then I usually look for Plo Koon is usually always down here. I'll grab him out of here as well. We're gonna grab some Sexy Rexy. Not really doing anything here. Saving up my Get 1 24.6k is where I'm at right now. And then Get 2 is all going to Malevolence. Championship Store, this is easy. This is all gear pieces to be able to take your characters into gear 13 for the most part. Help out with some gear 12 pieces here and there as well. So I'll grab whatever I can out of there. Shard Store, same thing. Anything that's going to help me out with gear 12, gear 13, I'm grabbing that. So that's pretty much everything that's going on there. Ooh, stun guns, yes please. Don't forget to scroll down on your shard store. I get in tendency where I'm like, oh, I need this for, you know, whoever to take to gear 13, and I don't scroll down, and then there's like stun guns down here, and I don't have enough currency. And I'm like, dang it, I need those more. But yeah, that's that's what's going on for me. Kick it over here to Evo. Oh, I don't think I changed this part. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. There we go. It's going to be Evo's turn. It's all you, brother.
All right. Let's see. I don't think there's had any real movement going on my characters here, but let's go through and show where we are at. That's our big side. Neutral. Neutral's going real good. I don't know why there's some of these places over here. All right, 5-0 first. They're done. I'm working on Art Trooper. He's my farm right now. No, I lied. I stopped farming him, and I'm working on Anakin. I'm working on unlocking Anakin, so as soon as I'm done with getting Anakin unlocked, I will come back and finish up Art Trooper.
That's what I was supposed to go to.
Having this little 5-0 first team go.
I was using my Cantina energy for relics, which is actually fine because I need to get into Relic 5. But I was like, there's a character I wanted to farm and I couldn't remember who it was. It's Art Trooper.
Yeah. Bounty hunters. Yeah, so there's Mandalorian, just kind of chilling. Otherwise, no movement on these guys. So, what he unlocks at 3-star?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of low. Yeah, I just don't think he's worth it down there. Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. Apparently I missed grief on this account.
Womp womp.
Wow. I don't know how I did that. I could have swore I had him done.
I don't know, man. We even did a whole, like, segment on him last week.
Yeah,
he was
dude, I went through every account. I don't know. I don't know what I missed. I must have looked at one account twice. Blumen's saying to turn me up a little bit. Turn me up. Turn me up. So that's Clone Troopers, droids, Empire. Nothing moving on Empire. Just kind of throwing some pieces on here and there. Who needs these? Yeah, you can have that, Papa. I'll give you that. Give you that. Anybody else? Vader? I have no Vader Zader. Ooh. Yes, please. Need to gear him up. And TIE Fighter Pilot. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Oh, poor old TFP. I love TFP, man, and I have not worked on him on this account. Oh, well.
Shame, shame, shame.
Ewoks. Ewoks are chilling. I'm still 100 shards below for low gray, but I see him often enough. Not really concerned about him. Ewok Elder's done. It's got a long way to go. Chirpa's not even been touched. I'll get to Chirpa after I'm done with Arc Trooper. And Pablo's almost done. First Order's just chilling. Just hanging out. They're over here like, call me in, coach. Galactic Republic. So Padme is getting up there in her gear. Sokatano is doing all right. Go ahead, toss some stuff on Padme. Let's see what we got going on here. Actually, Han needs this more. We still got a piece for Padme though. Let's see, we're gonna put this here. Because we gotta get that D-Rev unlocked. Oh, we still got one. We still got one. Padme's still in the game. Does he need another one? We're gonna hold off on that. Anyway, I mean, this team is doing fine where it's sitting. They're not a strong defensive team the way I have them right now. They're just kind of chilling. But they come in a clutch battle when I need them in Grand Arena. So Padme, Ahsoka, Barriss Offee, Fives, and R2-D2. I need to...
Barriss is clutch, by the way.
Which one is... Why aren't his abilities done? This is the taunt one. Which one does he need to have zated? 501st? No, it's this one, tactical awareness. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. And then let's give him some taunt. Sweet. That's a Zeta. We're not Zeta in that. We can max out this ability though. If the enemy was already inflicted with speed down, attack again. We'll hold off on that. So yeah, that's gonna help this team out a little bit. Having a nice little taunt in there. Like it.
Very nice.
So yeah, they're coming along. They're coming along slowly but surely. Geos, I'm in the same boat with you. I haven't finished them yet. I just toss gear on them as I get it. Jedi.
Yeah, I just put them on favorite so I don't forget.
Yeah, Jedi's still my strongest team. I'm focusing for Darth Revan right now though, so I haven't done anything more on them. Night Sisters are just kind of hanging out in the background. Haven't started anything with them. Old Republic is where I'm focusing right now. I'm not sure why I didn't promote him, but sure. So everybody they just need some gear. So I have Carth Onasi, I've got his Zeta on him. Obviously I need to work on mods for them. I'd like to get him to gear 11. So I do need to work on his gear a little bit more. And then Candors, I want to get up to at least gear 11 as well. And obviously I need to finish their abilities out. I was pretty starved for ability mats there for a while, which is why all of these guys don't have their stuff done. Really those purple mats, which I'm about to run out of right now, it's just been really light on them. So
those purple mats will kill you, man. You get a whole bunch and it's like it gets dangerous.
The clones are there, blooming. So he needs the Zeta on him. I've got plenty of Zeta mats. But you're right. Only the clones get the bonuses there. What else? I'm skipping ahead here. All right, so Phoenix is just kind of chilling. I don't know. Saw this for Ezra. We're gonna give that to Ahsoka. And then definitely want to work on some Sabine, but everybody needs that gear, so we're gonna hold off on that. I do use Sabine's ship all the time, so I do need to work on her abilities, but in the grand scheme of life, she's at the bottom of the list. Now, Phoenix holds strong. Every now and then, I have a grand arena where somebody just can't get past them, just because they're Phoenix. And, people try to throw everything at the other teams that I have out there, so they underestimate Phoenix. Don't underestimate Phoenix. Unless you're going against me, then underestimate them all day long. Rebels, obviously, CLS needs some more Zetas. So I've got Zeta mats, just need those Omega mats, which I'm buying them as I find them. Han Solo has got a ways to go, and Chewbacca, they're just need to work on their gear. Obi-Wan just kind of chilling, waiting for somebody to play with. And R2 would be the other part of that.
That's what she said.
Resistance, 01, Scoundrel, Separatists. Got some droids going on down here. Nothing real special yet. I'll have a Separatist team eventually when I'm all grown up.
I missed the 600.
Sith, again, Darth Trey is just chilling here for me as well. Darth Nihilus is ready to be activated, but what's that, 3-star, something like that. Darth Scion has got a ways to go. I don't have a team for this either. I mean, I could activate these two and then make this a team for now, but I'd rather be putting the gear somewhere else.
I mean, she can go under a Papa Palpatine lead, actually.
Yeah, I know, but then I gotta... Start reading the chat here. I gotta gear these guys up. It's like, if I activate somebody new and then I have to throw all that gear on them, it's just not gonna be worth it for me. Yeah. But Bastila is done ability wise. I need to work on her mods. Same thing with HK47. He doesn't even have mods on him because I'm silly. We're not gonna mess with that right now. But yeah, he's got a few more abilities that need to be leveled up. But Bastila, I'm halfway there. So long of a farm. I'm halfway there. 41 out of 100 to getting her to 7-star. So by the time she's 7-star, I want the team ready to go so I can hop in there, get me some D-Rev love.
Give love for Darth Revan.
Let's see where I'm at in my rankings. I dropped below 200 over this last week somehow. Otherwise, I'm not usually down that low. I can usually get up over 100 just for the payout. But it's just been a rough couple of weeks, so kind of bouncing back there.
I caught up to you with relics, man.
Yeah. I mean, I stopped on them so that I could farm people.
Yeah.
But yeah, fleet rank 50s. I usually get above the 50s in the fleet battles, and then that's it. I haven't pushed any higher. I don't have 7-star home one yet. Close, but not quite there. And then ships go. I do need to finish farming the bounty hunter ships so that I can get me some MILF. 4-star Xanadu blood, almost 4-star IG 2000. Need them 5-star to unlock the ship, and then I need to have my Han and Chewie geared up more than they are so that the ship is actually, not going to fall over when people look at it weird. So, but yeah, Houndstooth, Slave 1, they're ready to go. I use Houndstooth and Slave 1 in my team, my main team, so they're decently geared. All the Geos are good to go. Everything else is just kind of chilling. Not a whole lot going on. Shipments. Obviously grabbing all the freebies. Not freebies, but all the cheap ones. Oh, you know what? I haven't looked at this for a couple days.
I haven't either.
Ooh.
Kyrotex.
These are good. So yeah, once a week. Can't forget to look at the weekly shipment. Cantina battles. I am grabbing. I'm almost done Oldaka. Then I'll be grabbing some Poe. Guild store. Really, I'm just kind of grabbing anyone that's here. I had some low grade today. Yeah, I look for Barris, low gray. Who else shows up there? Somebody else. Usually 3 people. But yeah, I have 4,000 guild store tokens just because I'm using them for that. And then I'll grab a piece of gear here and there. Asajj Ventress over here. Also grabbing Mace Windu.
Mace Windy.
Yeah, just to get him done and off my list.
I really just need him for gas.
Yeah. Galactic War Sword, same thing, just going straight to shards. And I've been grabbing Resistance Pilot as well. Fleet Arena store, I'm getting the Omega mats. So as often as I can get the Omega mats, I do, but they don't always show up. That's why I have over 5,000 shown here, because I'm just starved for Omega mats on this account. Other than that, I'll grab some. If there's anyone who shows up here, like if GG shows up, I make sure I grab him. So, Guild store, I've been holding off and not spending stuff. Get 2, I am 95 shards for Negotiator. So I got 50 shards left to go.
Man, it really went into Kanan and his HP and stuff with relics and stuff like that. What's going on, Yeah, Phoenix is dangerous, man. Phoenix is dangerous. They're easy. They're a fast, free-to-play, farmable team that can be really, really dangerous.
Yeah, Championship Store, I just kind of go through and see who needs what. If it's anyone that I have tagged, obviously it shows up here. So I'll grab the things that I know I need a lot of. Try to get stuff for my geos in there because they pretty much all need something from that can be farmed in that store. But yeah, that's where we're at.
Fantastic. So real quick before we sign off, because we're gonna leave out here with a battle. We got C3PO, and I got him to gear 11. I haven't tried him out at gear 11 yet. I tried him out at gear 8, which I don't advise doing if your shard already has relic to gear 12s and stuff like that. He kind of is a waste of space, but at gear 11 it's a different story, and I actually have him modded specifically to go up against Malik, so we'll see how he does. I do love this team. It can get a little scary against Revan. Oh nope, we lost him. All right, that's fine. Ahsoka and Anakin and everybody can clean up. Well, I guess that answered my question.
He's what's he, 6-star?
Yeah, 6-star gear 11. So I have no problem beating Darth Revan's, but I'm sure there's with that decrease, he probably needs to be a little faster, obviously, to actually go up against Darth Revan, just because getting that fear on him, he it increases his ability cooldowns, so all right guys, well, that's all we had for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight on the Imperial Military Podcast Show. My name is Itachi. His name is
Evo.
And don't forget to comment down below on everything we talked about today. Let us know how you feel. How do you think our free-to-play accounts are going? We're a little over a year in now, about a year and a month. So let us know what you think of our progress and how we're actually going through and farming and things of that nature. Don't forget to smash that like button before you bounce out tonight. And if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscription button, people. Until next time, all you lovely people, we out. Deuces.
Money that I don't accept. Something like this.